You wake up, the clock says a day has 24 hours. It feels like a law of nature. But it isn't. Nothing in physics demands 24. The number could have been 20 or 30. Someone chose it. To see why, you have to split the question in two. First, why a day exists at all. Second, why we cut it into 24 pieces. Start with the day itself. That part is astronomy, not human choice. A day is one spin of the Earth, one full turn on its axis. The sun doesn't move across your sky. You are turning underneath it. Stand still at dawn. By noon, your patch of ground has swung to face the sun directly. By night, you've been carried around to the dark side. The sun is still there, you just can't see it. So the length of a day is set by how fast the planet turns. And here's the strange part. That speed has been changing. Billions of years ago, a day lasted only about 6 hours. The young Earth whipped around far faster than it does now. But something has been quietly stepping on the brakes. The brake is the moon, and this is where it gets beautiful. The moon's gravity pulls on the oceans. It raises a bulge of water. As Earth spins, it drags that bulge slightly ahead of the moon. The tugging tide acts like friction, slowing the spin bit by bit. Every 100 years, the day grows about 2 milliseconds longer. Tiny, but over billions of years, tiny adds up to 18 hours. We can even read this in stone. Ancient coral fossils recorded it. Coral lays down a thin growth line each day, like tree rings. Fossils from 400 million years ago show about 400 lines per year. Which means back then, a year held 400 shorter days. The days were only 22 hours long. So the day you live in is a snapshot, a slowly stretching number. But that raises the second question. Why did we carve it into 24? The Earth doesn't come with hour marks. Humans painted them on. For that, travel to ancient Egypt over 3,000 years ago. The Egyptians tracked time at night using the stars. They noticed 36 star groups, called decans, rising across the year. On any given night, about 12 of these decans rose in turn. So the night was naturally split into 12 chunks. To match it, they gave daylight 12 hours too, 12 plus 12. For daytime, they used a shadow clock, a simple tilted bar. The shadow crept across marks as the sun crossed the sky. But their hours weren't equal. In summer, daylight hours were long. In winter, they shrank. The hour was stretchy, not fixed. So why 12 and not 10? Blame counting on your fingers. Not whole fingers, the finger bones. Each finger has 3 segments. 4 fingers, 3 bones each equals 12. Count with your thumb. 12 was a natural counting base for many old cultures. 12 also divides cleanly, by 2, 3, 4, and 6. That made it wonderful for splitting time and trade without fractions. So the 24 comes from 2 12s stitched together. But minutes and seconds came from someone else entirely. That gift came from the Babylonians thousands of years ago. They counted in base 60, a system built around the number 60. 60 divides even more ways than 12. It's a fraction machine. So they split each hour into 60 minutes, each minute into 60 seconds. That's why your watch is a mix of ancient math from 2 civilizations. Egyptian 12s, Babylonian 60s, frozen onto your wrist. But here's the twist. The clock stopped following the sky. Since Earth spins slowly drifts, we no longer trust it to keep time. Today, a second is defined by a vibrating cesium atom, not the sun. When Earth drifts too far, timekeepers add a leap second to catch up. So your day is astronomy, and your hours are ancient bookkeeping. Every time you glance at a clock, you're reading fingers, stars, and gravity. The 24-hour day felt like a law of nature. But it's really a slowly stretching accident, wearing a very old costume.